back at it again, and I know the Super Bowl was almost a week ago. Yes, I know. But came across this clip from Michael Knowles, and I thought it would be interesting to check out. So that's what we're gonna do. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's dive in.
You know, I am not the biggest sports guy in the world. I did go to a Super Bowl party. I watched about 30 seconds of what was going on screen. And so, fortunately, my producer, Mr. Davies, he is a big sports guy. He watched it. He was actually texting me the updates. He said, oh my gosh, you're not going to...
I definitely watched more than 30 seconds of the game, to be honest. I definitely watched a bit more than 30 seconds. But, honestly, really, since this journey began almost, maybe... Yeah, it's crazy. And I didn't even intentionally do it. But since this journey began, I haven't really been watching a whole lot of sports, I'll gather with some friends and family, and, a lot of people like sports. I get it. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. You know what I mean? So, sometimes when, gathering with friends and family, we'll have a game on or something, and, I'll watch it a little bit. But other than that, I don't really watch sports. Like, they were asking me, hey, what do you feel about such and such player on such and such team? I'm like, bro, what? I didn't even know they got traded to that team. Like, when did that happen? I'm so out of the loop when it comes to these sports, man. It's crazy. But I definitely watch more than 30 seconds. It's the Super Bowl,
This, the other thing. So now I will get to see it and believe it, because seeing is believing. Here is the first Super Bowl moment in which I'm told U.S. Navy sailors were forced to dress in pride flag colors during the national anthem.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
And the twilight has gleaming, whose broad stripes.
Yeah, right there. Boom.
And bright.
Oh no, oh my goodness.
Through the pale.
I thought you would just mean in the stadium. You're saying on a ship, they had to put on the pride flag. A lot of Navy jokes opening up here. There's an apocryphal quote from Winston Churchill, which says that naval tradition is nothing but rum, sodomy, and the lash. This is not going to help the poor sailors standing when they're having a few drinks with people from the other branches, It's not going to help that they got to wear the press.
And, it's crazy they said that, because I was actually at a Super Bowl party with a veteran from another branch. And I'm not going to repeat what he said, but it was quite hilarious.
It's not very nice. These guys are going out there, they're sacrificing their time, they're serving their country, they're risking their lives, and the National Football League is forcing them to really lean into a lot of gay jokes. All right, next one is Serena Williams lecturing football players while butchering Al Pacino's inch by inch speech.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing this commercial, because I was like, yo, this sounds familiar. And then it hit me. I was like, oh, she stole this, or they stole this, whoever came up with this idea of a commercial.
I don't know what to say, really. We're in the dark right now, and we can stay here, or we can fight our way back to the light. 1 inch at a time. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They are in every break of the game, every second. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch, because we know that's going to make the difference between winning and losing. Now, I can't make you do it. You got to look at the person next to you. Now, I think you're going to see someone who will go that inch with you, because when it comes down to it, you're going to do the same for them. That's a team, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what are you going to do?
Remy Martin, the SOP. I love Remy Martin. I love good cognac. I didn't hate that. That was fun. Look, was it the
I think that was pretty terrible, personally. I think that was pretty terrible. Like you're promoting alcohol. Like why do some of these commercials confuse y'all? Like, you watch the commercial and you're like, yo, then you get to the very end and they like put whatever they were supposed to be advertising in your face, like this right here, and you're like, wait, so why were we talking about inches everywhere in a football field catching on fire? And like, how does that relate to Remy Martin? I'm confused. Am I the only one? Let me know, please.
Best acting in the world? No. Generally, it's not wise to try to redo some of the most famous monologues in the history of film. It doesn't usually go over well. This is why it's usually disappointing when actors do To Be or Not to Be.
To be or not to be?
Everybody already has in his mind a version of what the best version of To Be or Not to Be is. It's just too famous.
To die, to sleep, no more.
And while Any Given Sunday is not Hamlet, that monologue, we're gonna take it inch by inch by an inch. Hoo-ah! Everybody, give me all you got. She got on great. That everybody knows the Pacino performance. He is a great actor.
Claw with our fingernails.
Even though sometimes he's very over the top. Serena Williams is not an actress at all. So you're destined to fail in that. But I don't mind that. I don't think that was a woke commercial. It wasn't shilling some crazy left-wing agenda item. It was a remake of a scene from a good movie selling cognac. That's great. That's like the best moment of a Super Bowl I've seen in years.
That's football, guys.
Okay, number 3 is the first ever female flyover. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Goodness gracious.
It was all women flyover. And number 4, the Black National Anthem.
Lift every voice.
Who is
I remember hearing this and having like no clue what was going on. It's like I thought we were supposed to be hearing the national anthem, and then afterwards on social media I saw all the people saying the Black National Anthem. I was like, wait, what? Oh, goodness gracious. I wonder what number 1 is going to be if this wasn't number 1.
Cheryl Lee Ralph? Has anybody heard of her?
Till earth and heaven reach.
Poor guys, just like, can this be over with? Can this please be? That's really sad. I did see this bit. I mentioned it on the show, the Black National Anthem. It's just pathetic.
Silly. Yeah.
One, because you remember, probably one of the most famous Super Bowl moments ever was it was one of the greatest performances of that ever at a sporting event. And then you see this woman that nobody's ever heard of singing this fake song that's totally contrived, that no one's ever heard, that we all have to, it's the Juneteenth of songs. We all now have to pretend like this thing wasn't just made up 5 minutes ago. And of course, it's the Black National Anthem. Well, if there's a Black National Anthem, that means there's a Black nation. And if there's a national anthem for the black people and one for the white people, and all the other people are kind of caught in the middle, well, what does that mean? We're in one geographic area. So if there's 2 nations here, that either means that we're going to have to partition like India and Pakistan, or we're going to have a race war. I mean, that's what the libs are calling for. They're saying, we got 2 nations in one spot, have at it. Go BLM, please. You see, egging on white supremacists, feds trying to get crazy white people to have attacks and things like that. It doesn't end well, is all I'm saying. The game that the libs are playing right now does not end very well for anybody. Okay, final moment.
Facts.
The NFL's female flag football player just can't be stopped.
I am here with world champion Deanna Flores. And Deanna, you are so elusive. Is there anybody that can pull your flags?
Well, I'm sure someone can.
They're right here.
What?
Pull your flag!
What are you doing?
Man, I'm trying to lock down the perimeter and you worried about sauce.
It's all about the sauce.
All units code red. We gotta run it. Come on now. She got moves.
Oh boy. I was going to say that the worst pandering of all of these moments was the Black National Anthem. It's certainly the most dangerous. It's certainly the darkest one. But this is the most ridiculous one, the flag football thing. It's because the executives doing the show, they said, well, we've been really pro-gay, we've hyped up all the race stuff the whole time, but in the end zone, it said, end racism. That'll get them, guys. Okay, wow. Racism, owned, solved. But this is the most, they said, okay, we need some more women stuff. We had them fly the jets over. We need some more women stuff. So women obviously can't play football against men. They'll die instantly. So, okay, we'll have them do flag football, the game that you play when you're 10 years old. And we'll try to make that seem really cool. And we'll make it seem like no one can catch her and take the flag. But of course, any man who has ever played football for more than a week could very easily beat her at this. Probably even men who've played for less than a week, because men are much faster than women, much, much, much faster, and much bigger than women. And they just grab her. They just take it. It wouldn't be hard at all. That's why they had to choreograph this whole dance with the giant bird going down the escalator. That's why it had to be pretend, because if it were real, it would not have lasted very long. I think the flag football, that takes the cake for the most absurd, least credible part of an otherwise pandering Super Bowl.
Yeah. Obviously, she wouldn't have lasted very long at all if that was real. Like he said, she would have been caught instantly. That NFL player was Jalen Ramsey, I believe his name is. Last time I checked, he was the best cornerback in the league. So yeah, he would easily catch her. There's no way he's getting shook like that. All right, not a single chance. Not a single chance. So she might be good against other little girls. You know, I get it. Sure, whatever. But like this whole men and women are exactly the same. Like no, we are not. No, we are not. That's not taking a dump on women. Obviously. Always go back to something I heard Candace Owens say. And Candace Owens said, men and women are like a yin and a yang. Like, we complete each other. But we're not the same. We need each other, but we are not the same. And that is okay. Anyway. Yeah. Crazy. And a Black National Anthem. What the? Sheesh Louise. When will this end? In racism. Like, are we just gonna like put that there until the end of time? Like, can we just play football? Can we just play? Can we just play basketball? Can we just play? That's all I want. Keep your messages and your messaging. Keep it to yourself. I don't care. Can we just play? If you don't like it, go play intramurals, brother. Sister, go play intramurals. I'm out.